Heather Hartwig. I'm an early literacy coach at the Lenawee Intermediate School District, and I'm here today to give you a quick tip from the K-3 Instructional Essential Practices. Today's tip comes from Essential 4, Bullet 2. Essential 4 deals with activities that build phonological awareness. So activities to really allow your students to slow down and listen to the sounds that they hear in spoken language. And one way to promote that phonological awareness development is by doing different kinds of sorts. So sorting pictures, objects, and written words by a sound or sounds. Sorting activities are important because they allow your students to cognitively organize those sounds that they hear. And then later on, they'll begin to attach those phonemes, those sounds, to the graphemes, to the actual letters. Sorting also allows your students to slow down and listen and think. Really gives them time to do that. Also allows them to compare and contrast. So to listen for sounds that are the same and sounds that are different, and really to think about those specific things. One kind of sort is a syllable sort. So a syllable sort would be kind of at the beginning level of their phonological awareness development. Hearing syllables is one of the first things that students do in phonological awareness. And so you would provide them with a sort based on what you have explicitly taught them. So this sort would be appropriate for my students if I knew that they were able to hear 3 syllables in a word, or words with 3 syllables. I would make sure that for any sort that I was doing with my students, that they knew exactly what the words were that these pictures or objects represented. Otherwise, they're unable to sort them correctly. So in this sort, if I was doing this first picture of a cow, I would have the students say the word out loud, cow. How many syllables do you hear? Hopefully they say 1 syllable, and they would sort that picture or object to this category here that represents 1 syllable. Another kind of sort that you can do with your students is a phoneme sort. So if your students are able to hear the sounds at the beginning or the sound at the end of a word, this sort would be appropriate for them. So this is the beginning t sound and the ending t sound. So I would make sure they knew what those pictures represented, and then I would have them sort them in these 2 different categories. Another sort you can do with your students is a vowel sort. So here, my students, I know that I've already explicitly taught them about the long A and the short A, and now we're ready to do some practice. And so we're sorting some words with the A and the A sounds. I would make sure they knew that these pictures were pictures of an anchor or an astronaut. If you're making your own sorts, and I would recommend that you do sometimes as time allows, but maybe add some pictures or objects from your content areas, science and social studies, things you've taught them, maybe some vocabulary words from their read alouds. Those are great ways to integrate things that you've taught them in other areas to a sorting activity like this for phonological awareness. The last sort we're going to talk about today is a word sort. So in this word sort, my students that were doing this word sort would need to know onset and rhyme. In this word sort, we are working with the am and the at. So we're sorting these words with that rhyme of am or at. And so they're going to put these words in those different categories. Now they might not be able to read these words, so you may have to read these words to them so they just hear them, because really in phonological awareness activities, we could do these with our eyes closed. So, where would ham go? Is that in the am or the at rhyme? And hopefully they would say the am. So for more information on the K-3 Literacy Essentials, you can use this QR code on your screen that will bring you to their website, which has tons of different information, modules you can watch, and the K-3 Literacy Essentials can be found there as well. My contact information is also on the screen. Feel free to contact me for any more information about what you heard today in this video or anything else related to the K-3 Literacy Center.